Hello, and welcome to another chapter of a tome pulled right off the shelves at the heart of the jackals. This is Noviri, Part 9, Excavations. Let's get to work. Okay, no. See, this is already a problem. I'm glad I snuck away from the wife to take a gander at how things were going, because this is already going down the wrong road. Alright, there's so much I need to explain to you before we really get into this.
What's wrong with it, sir? I thought I was doing as you asked.
It's fine, good effort, just a few things. Pay attention. First off, you can't dig one big pit for all of it. It looks like that's what you're trying to do for the entire space. First off, that would be an insanely large pit. There's miles and miles of area here. Second off, this hole, it would be a good size, but you'd have to put 3 primes in it. That's what each of the heads is called, okay? Just keep following me, alright? Where do I even begin at this point? Okay, Umbra is a byproduct, an alloy produced by a fungus that lives underground.
I already know that, sir. Everyone knows that. That's common knowledge. Everybody knows that it's produced by a fungus or something. You don't have to explain that to me.
Good, I needed a baseline. What most people don't know is the fungus still requires oxygen to turn the iron, copper, and gold into a slurry and then combine it with thread and silica to get Umbra, the alloy we're looking for. And there's many different kinds. There's not just one kind of Umbra. There's many different mixtures. Just like all the VU metals, the process is tricky and takes time, but we don't have that time, so we have to figure new things out and work as creatively as possible. And it's complex. Just follow along, and I will explain every last bit of this. Okay, it's going to be confusing. I'll just explain what you need to know to get your job done. Okay. Alright, so let's look at it simply. Each prime is a different font to access oxygen and discharge Umbra for the fungus. But the fungus isn't smart, it just discharges what it has to. It keeps wanting to expand, but if it expands too much, we lose efficiency, and we don't want that. But it can also collapse too and kill the fungus beneath it. So not only do we have to maintain the size of the hole, we also have to secure each of them and build in a network of sewers, essentially, to manage each prime flow.
This actually sounds a lot more complicated than I imagined it was when I took this job.
Not to worry, it is very complicated, but you have me to walk you through it, and I'm trusting you to get it done, so I already know that you're qualified enough to figure this shit out so that I don't have to. After I explain the major details to you. It'll be fine, trust me.
If you don't mind my asking, sir, why don't we just keep harvesting the scrap that's in space? Isn't that easier than this?
First, we're Noviri, as everyone has recently voted, so that's a thing that I have to have over my head all the time. We don't settle for easy, and well, there's only so much of this stuff up there, and we can't alter the type of Umbra that we get from that. Here, we can cultivate. We can alter the percentages flowing into the prime to get a different product, or we can encapsulate them and start really controlling every last detail like no one else does. The sort of thing I'm setting up here, it's going to be very good for business.
So, how do we go about getting everything in place? Sir.
First, you see that slope right there that comes straight off of the mountain? That is really unsafe, all of that loose material. And pit priming, especially on a scale like this, it makes the ground unstable, so we have to build a fortification wall. Something really massive and really sturdy. And as the site gets bigger, the more scans we do of it, we're going to have to extend that wall as well. Right now we're working in a small area, so we just have to focus on the mountain directly.
So, what's the first step that you need me and my boys to do so that we can get this thing rolling?
Glad you asked. I got some javelins coming in. They're going to be scanning deep into the mountain. What I need you and your boys to do is put on some hard hats and some climbing gear, and you're going to scale this face on the map here, and you're going to mark off with poles a certain amount of distance. I have to recalculate it now that I'm down on the ground. It's different. The angles are all wrong for what I originally planned. But when you get up there, you'll have each of these poles, and you have to drill them into the soil, get them as secure as you can, and then we're going to take new measurements based on those readings. And what's gonna happen is we're going to drill into the side of the mountain the Umbra supports that we're going to lay for this wall. And that's going to take a lot of work, but trust me, it'll keep debris from falling on us. Alright, so gather your men, and then I'll give them a little bit of instruction, and then we'll get to work on this thing. And so it is. Our time together has once more come to a close. I have been Lothran, and this was Noviri, Part 9, Excavations, another tale from the heart of the jackals. Go ahead, Korvoth.
Yes, sir. Okay, that's the end of the story today, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave all your comments, questions, and kindnesses down below. Don't be a jerk, though. I'm watching you. Don't forget to stay safe out there, and remember to like, share, and subscribe to show your support. And, oh yeah, that bell. When you click subscribe, you also gotta click this little bell to get notifications, because we release videos every day, and you don't want to miss none of them. Okay, good night, and good luck. See you again tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.